case number 24495 ELBGN, Eastern Cottontail Solar LLC, please.
In this opinion and order, the board approves and adopts the stipulation and recommendation and issues a certificate of environmental compatibility and public need to Eastern Cottontail Solar for the construction, operation, and maintenance of a 220 megawatt solar powered electric generation facility in Walnut Township, Fairfield County.
Okay, is there a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Move for second.
Is there any discussion?
If I may,
Trustee Slater, absolutely.
I'm not a trustee.
Oh, I apologize, Mr. Slater.
I was appointed to be an ad hoc member late in the game, and I think the report, the draft report, doesn't recognize my service, but that's okay. I researched the draft for Eastern Cottontail project as it was presented to me in every page was titled draft. And I don't mean to be, if this sounds critical, I apologize. This is the nature of what, cross-examinations, which is what I heard over there during 4 days in March. There's no person named to the author of this draft. It is my understanding that upon the board's approval, this draft becomes this board's report. I don't consider this report comprehensive enough for the cross-examinations I witnessed at the evidentiary hearing. We listened to a gentleman with a PhD answer questions for about an hour about using solar panels containing cadmium and tellurium, cadmium telluride. This draft report does not mention cadmium or health issues mentioned upon exposures. If I'm out of line, please.
You're not.
The term prime farmland is mentioned maybe twice and doesn't reflect the concerns expressed during the cross-examination. The draft report mentions that noxious weeds will be cleaned up on the site by year number 4. The noxious weed mare's tail is windblown and will reseed annually, as it does in my driveway, and requires control measures each year, and mare's tail is not the only noxious weed affecting this region. In a paragraph numbered 97, it does not mention that 12 of 13 townships in Fairfield County took positions against this solar project. The concerns for water as a resource address the small amount that will be needed for washing the panels and as a use for dust control. Stormwater and flooding is referenced. No mention of groundwater or any concern for the aquifer wells water is mentioned. The term reliability, in my opinion, should not be used in this draft to describe solar electricity generation. This is not base load generation. It will not provide electricity for most users that use a CPAP machine at night. The local public hearing was held locally. No one should be confused. Not all providing testimony were local folk. If this draft is the only document that a court would review, I have concerns. Thank you for listening to me.
Of course. Mr. Slater, thank you very much for your comments.
If you need a copy of this, I can share them with all of you.
Okay, thank you. We'll get that. Thank you very much for your comments, and thank you again for being here today. Are there any further comments? Okay, we have a motion. We have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is anyone opposed?
Nay.
Okay. We have 8 in favor, 1 opposed. Item number 2 is approved. Item number, oh yes, I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's
Yes,
okay.
go ahead.
Yes, the Department of Agriculture votes yes on this project, but we just want to state for the record that we have concerns about the project's potential long-term impact on the viability of the agricultural land in the ag districts. That concludes our statement.
Thank you very much for your comments.
Chairman.
Yes, Senator.
Thank you very much. In regards to the gentleman's comment, as an area that has substantial solar development, the noxious weed control is a big concern. And I would think I would hope at some point this board would address penalizing when those weeds are not maintained, because it costs substantial financial resources on weeds that have been controlled for some time, and when this is not done, specifically the mare's tail, I know from personal experience, if you're not mixing a little 2,4-D in your glyphosate, you're not going to kill it. So I just want to recognize that I appreciate his comments and understand where he's coming from.
Senator Wilkin, thank you. And just in response to that, and I know you know this, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk about it, we, as part of the Power Siting Board, we do have a compliance division that does look at those things and make sure that those problems are taken care of if, in fact, they do arise. Thank you. Appreciate it. Item number 3, case 25255 please.
In this order on certificate, the board grants the application filed by AEP Ohio Transmission Company to amend its certificate to construct, operate, and maintain an electric transmission line in